RiRi bursts into tears after ASAP Rocky's surprise announcement. The lights dimmed. The crowd buzzed. No one, absolutely no one, was prepared for what was about to happen next. On a night meant to be celebratory, glamorous, and perfectly controlled, Rihanna found herself standing under a single spotlight, hands trembling, eyes glassy, seconds away from completely breaking down. And the reason? A surprise announcement from ASAP Rocky that shattered every expectation, and unlocked emotions so raw, so overwhelming, that RiRi could no longer hold them back. The calm before the emotional storm. At first, everything seemed normal. Rihanna smiled for the cameras. She waved to fans. She laughed softly, that familiar glow surrounding her like armor. Beside her stood ASAP Rocky, cool, composed, unreadable. But if you looked closely, too closely, something was different. His jaw was tight. His eyes kept drifting toward her. His fingers fidgeted nervously at his side. Fans noticed it instantly. Why does Rocky look nervous? Is something about to happen? Wait, this feels big. No one knew just how big. The microphone moment that changed everything. When Rocky finally reached for the microphone, the room fell silent. Not the polite kind of silence. The heavy, breath-held silence that comes right before something unforgettable happens. He cleared his throat. I didn't plan to say this tonight. Rihanna turned toward him, confused. Her smile faded just a little. But I realized something. The crowd leaned forward. Phones shot into the air. And then, he looked directly at her. Not the audience. Not the cameras. Her. RiRi's smile. Completely disappears. That's when it hit. Rihanna's expression changed in real time. Her lips parted. Her eyebrows knitted together. Her hand rose instinctively to her chest. She felt it before she understood it. Whatever he was about to say wasn't small. It wasn't casual. It wasn't safe. And it was coming straight from his heart. The announcement no one saw coming. Rocky's voice shook as he continued. For years, the world has watched us, judged us, speculated about us. Rihanna blinked rapidly now. But what they don't see, is what you've given me when the cameras are off. Her breath caught. Fans noticed her shoulders start to rise and fall, faster than before. You gave me purpose when I felt lost. You gave me peace when my life was loud. That's when it happened. A tear slipped down Rihanna's cheek. Just one. But it opened the floodgates. RiRi bursts into tears, loudly crying face. She tried to smile. She tried to laugh it off. She failed. Within seconds, tears streamed freely down her face. Her hands covered her mouth as her body folded slightly forward, overwhelmed by emotion. This wasn't a cute cry. This was a deep, uncontrollable, soul-level breakdown. Fans gasped. Some cried with her. Others whispered. Oh my God, she didn't expect this. This is real. I've never seen her like this. Rocky's voice breaks too. Seeing her cry, broke him. Rocky paused. He swallowed hard. His eyes glistened. Tonight, I'm choosing to stop hiding. Rihanna shook her head slowly, tears falling faster. I'm choosing to say this out loud, in front of everyone. He stepped closer. Close enough that only she could hear the next part, but microphones caught every word. I'm choosing you. Completely. Forever. That was it. Rihanna collapsed into sobs. Not graceful. Not controlled. Not filtered. Pure emotion. Fans are left in absolute shock. The crowd exploded, but not with screams. With stunned disbelief. People hugged strangers. Phones trembled in shaking hands. Comment sections lit up within seconds. This is too much. Loudly crying face. I'm crying in my living room. Protect Rihanna at all costs. Rocky just changed everything. RiRi's reaction says more than words ever could. Still crying, Rihanna finally reached for the microphone. Her voice cracked. I wasn't ready for this. She laughed through tears. But maybe that's the point. She wiped her face, shook her head, and looked at him with a mix of love, shock, and vulnerability rarely seen in public. You always know how to break me, in the best way. The crowd lost it. Why this moment hit so hard? This wasn't just about romance. It was about vulnerability. In front of the world. Trust without guarantees. Love without scripts. Rihanna, known for strength, control, and confidence, allowed herself to break openly. And fans felt every second of it. The internet erupts fire. Within minutes. Clips went viral. Headlines exploded. Fans debated what the announcement really means. But one thing was clear. This moment will be replayed, dissected, and remembered for years. Because it wasn't staged. It wasn't polished. It was raw. Final thought balloon. Rihanna didn't just cry that night. She released something, years of emotion, pressure, love, and truth, all triggered by one unexpected announcement from the man who knows her best. And as the lights faded and the crowd roared, one thing became undeniable. Broken heart, this wasn't just a surprise. Fire, it was a turning point. Loudly crying face and RiRi felt every second of it. RiRi bursts into tears after ASAP Rocky's surprise announcement. No one, not even her closest circle, was prepared for what happened next. It began as an ordinary evening by celebrity standards. Flashing cameras. Soft music. A calm, carefully controlled atmosphere. Rihanna, glowing as always, arrived with her signature poise, hand in hand with ASAP Rocky. To the outside world, they looked unshakable, calm, confident, unbreakable. But behind that smile, something massive was about to unfold. Flushed faced the moment that changed everything. Midway through the event, the host unexpectedly paused the program. There was a shift in the room, subtle, but unmistakable. Then came the words that no one saw coming. Before we continue, there's someone here tonight who has something very important to say. All eyes turned. ASAP Rocky stood up. RiRi laughed softly at first, clearly thinking it was a joke. She nudged him playfully. But when she saw his expression, serious, emotional, almost trembling, her smile slowly faded. The room went silent. Broken heart, the announcement. Rocky took the microphone. He paused. Took a deep breath. And then he said it. Not rushed. Not rehearsed. From the heart. He spoke about love, not the glamorous kind, but the exhausting, vulnerable, ride-or-die love that survives storms. He talked about growth, about fear, about becoming a man who chooses family over ego. Then came the line that shattered RiRi completely. Everything I am becoming. I owe it to her. That's when it happened. Loudly crying face, RiRi breaks down. Rihanna's eyes filled instantly. Her hands flew to her mouth as tears spilled freely, not quiet tears, not graceful tears, raw, uncontrollable sobs. She tried to stand. Her knees buckled. Rocky rushed to her side, dropping the microphone without hesitation, holding her as she cried into his chest. The audience? Frozen. Phones forgotten. Some people openly wiping their own eyes. This wasn't staged. This wasn't PR. This was real. Globe showing Europe, Africa why this hit so hard. What made this moment explode across the internet wasn't just the announcement, it was RiRi's reaction. This is a woman who has faced heartbreak publicly. Who has mastered strength as armor. Who rarely lets the world see her crack. And yet here she was, undone. Fans immediately understood. This wasn't about fame. This wasn't about headlines. This was about finally feeling safe. Fire, the internet erupts. Within minutes, social media